So either Dana White has short-term memory loss, or he thinks we all do, because on Piers Morgan Uncensored that came out yesterday, he said that he has no problem with Tom Aspinall, or never once has he questioned his injury or disrespected him. And I'm sat here thinking, hold on, Dana. We saw you question his injury, and we've seen you disrespect him ever since he became interim champion. And I've got examples of this to disprove Dana White's claims in this clip, because it's just ridiculous. He thinks we all just forget about what he said. And I know I made a video yesterday, right, clowning on Tom a little bit for kind of destroying his UFC career with this Eddie Hearn move, but I still like him. I still want him to do really well, and I'm not having Dana White sit here and lie to Piers Morgan, who clearly hasn't done his research. Because if he did, he would press him like what he does with everyone else that he gets on. So I thought I'd bring the receipts. But we're going to react to this clip first, and then we're going to look at all the things that Dana White said about Tom Aspinall that contradict what he says in this clip here. It's crazy. And then also, we're going to talk about Dana White saying that the White House fights are done. He's going to announce them this Saturday. So during the fight card, not on a live stream, he's going to announce the fights during UFC 326, which is exciting stuff. But we'll start with this.
He obviously he was your heavyweight champion. He's recovering from double eye surgery.
He is my heavyweight champion.
He is your heavyweight champion, right?
Is that a little slip? Or is that a little slip up there? He was your heavyweight champion. Is that a little bit of a slip up? Maybe. We'll carry on, though.
Yeah. What is the situation with Tom? Because he had this eye surgery. My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you've not had any personal contact with him since then. What is the current state of play with Tom?
Yeah, the company has talked to him. I haven't talked to him, and Tom.
Yeah, I think that's the point, though, isn't it, Dana? You haven't talked to him. You're like, the company has looked after him. Like, why? What's stopping you from reaching out? What's stopping you from reaching out and going, hey, Tom, I'm really sorry, bro. I hope everything's good, man. I hope everything's good. But no, you haven't done it. The company has done it. And I know, people might say, well, Dana White's busy with company stuff. He don't have time to check on Tom and this and that. And that's fair, I guess. But the argument is that you don't care, not the company. You got to say, well, the company's doing it, so that means that I'm doing it. No, it doesn't. That's not what it means.
Tom and I obviously need to talk. He came out recently, or his dad too, saying that, they felt like I was, I don't know how they said it, but that I had sort of shit on him and the way that I had spoke about, his eye injury, which was absolutely positively not the case. Tom asked.
It is the case. This whole time with the eye poke, you've played it down like it's not even a big deal. With the eye pokes, you said, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? And I forgot to include that clip, which I should have found. But if you guys remember at the post-fight press conference, he was asked about eye pokes, and Dana White said, who gives a shit? What are you going to do? Who gives a shit? That's you downplaying the entire situation, Dana, showing that you don't give a fuck. Not, oh yeah, look, we really need to figure something out about these iPods. Oh, it's getting really bad now. These are a real problem. Your response was, who gives a shit? So, you don't care. And there's so many things like, oh, Tom just didn't want to continue, and things like only Tom knew whether he could continue. And the whole thing, he's getting eye injections, he's not injured and this and that. So don't lie. And we can look through all the clips and all the quotes that I've got, because there's even things that you said before the eye poke even happened, all right, that people forget about, that I found, that we'll go over in this video today. But it shows disrespect even way before the eye poke situation even happened.
Aspinall is a guy that I respect. He's been great, to work with, the whole time he's been here in the UFC. And, never once did I question his injury or speak negatively about it.
Yes, you did. Multiple times. I don't know why he's lying. I never once spoke negatively about the eye poke. Only Tom knew it if he was really injured. Tom just didn't want to continue. Who gives a shit about eye pokes, guys? Who gives a shit, guys, Oh, he's fine. He's just getting injections. You're a liar. What, does he think we're all dumb? Does he think we're all dumb and stupid or what? It's ridiculous.
I said something once that I said, I think he's okay. And I think he's going to be good. And they came out and said, no, that's not the case.
That's not all you said, and we're going to look at it again. But all I said was, I think he's okay. No, it wasn't, Dana. That's not all you said at all. You're a liar. Oh, yeah, I fucking hate him. I hate him so much.
And they said, I haven't even talked to Dana. I don't know why he would say that. But, obviously, my medical team is talking to him. And that was what I had thought. And they thought that I had knocked him in some way, which I absolutely positively didn't and
yes, you have.
Wouldn't.
Or yes, you would.
I like him very much and respect him. I've never had a problem with Tom Aspinall.
If this is how you act with Tom when you don't have a problem with him and you respect him, I would hate to know what you would be like if you actually hated him. If this is you liking Tom, I would really be interested to see what it would be like if you didn't like Tom. Because from everything, all your actions and what you've said shows everyone on planet Earth that you don't like Tom Aspinall. And that you don't respect him as a champion or as a fighter. It's ridiculous, and we'll move on because that's pretty much the most relevant part. But now we're going to get into the clips that completely contradict this claim that Dana White's making. We had this after the fight.
I can't make people fight, right? If I want to put together a fight, I can't make people fight, and you definitely can't make somebody continue if they feel they've been injured.
If they feel they've been injured. Never once did I downplay the eye poke. I can't make him continue if he feels like he's been injured. Or not if he gets fouled. I can't make people continue if they get fouled and their vision is in jeopardy. If they feel like they've been injured, I can't make them continue. I can't make them fight. But wait, there's another last little bit to add to this part.
Only Tom knows what happened. Could he see? Couldn't he see? Could he continue? Only he knows that.
Only Tom knows what happened. We all saw it. Only Tom knows whether he could really see, like questioning it. Only Tom knows if he could really see. That's you downplaying it, Dana. You're saying I never downplayed it and I never questioned it. This is you questioning it straight after the fight happened. Well, only he really knew what was going on. I can't make people fight if he feels like he's been injured. Ridiculous, all right? And then we have this too.
Shitty ending, I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Cyril Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
He looked damn good tonight. He literally gouged out Tom's eyes. Again, downplaying the injury. Cyril Gane looks so good out there, guys. The way that he fucking gouged Tom Aspinall's eyeballs out of the sockets. But remember, Dana White has always respected Tom. He's never questioned Tom one bit. Never disrespected him. Ever, guys. Apart from all the time.
Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah. Total pain in the ass, but yes.
What a pain in the ass, guys. What a pain in the ass. Cyril Gane looked really good tonight. Really good. But once Tom's better, what a fucking pain in the ass. We have to wait for Tom to get better. Cyril Gane looked really good tonight, guys. Tom's a pain in the ass, though. Fucking... Does he think we all forget? Does he think people forget, man?
As soon as possible. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did. And yes, I think that there probably will be a lot more interest in the rematch after they saw, he had Tom bloodied up. And
A bust nose from a jab is not bloodied up. This is what I mean, downplaying it. Like, why is he praising Cyril Gane right now? Like, why was he praising him? He had the fight. He was the reason that the world title fight got called off. And he's there like, Cyril Gane looked really good tonight, and he was really bloody and torn up, and it's just Tom's a pain in the ass for, being injured and shit like that. It's fuck off.
And, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so.
Downplaying it. Tom didn't want to continue. Not Tom couldn't continue because he got his eyes gouged out by Cyril Gane, who, by the way, fouled him. Let's not criticize Cyril Gane in this situation at all, but let's just put all the blame, all the onus on Tom Aspinall. Tom didn't want to continue. How about he couldn't because he couldn't fucking see? But remember, he never questioned it, never downplayed it or anything, guys. Just, Tom didn't want to continue, pain in the ass. But Cyril Gane, man, he looks so good tonight. Ridiculous stuff.
The rematch is very interesting.
Have you got any medical update on Tom, or is it still too soon?
He's on his way to the hospital. Great showing.
Crazy. And then this was in the lead up to Jones versus Stipe. People forget about this one, but Dana White said this about it because people were saying that Tom Aspinall deserves the next title shot over Stipe. This is what Dana White said. He's working his way up. He's climbing the ladder, and everyone's like, he deserves this and he deserves that. He doesn't deserve anything. This was after Tom Aspinall won the interim championship. But Dana White said he's working his way up, climbing the ladder. After he won the interim title, or he doesn't deserve anything. Is this guy for real? Oh, he doesn't deserve anything, guys. But remember, he's never disrespected Tom. He's always liked Tom. He respects Tom. But even though he's interim champion, he don't deserve anything. What do you mean? He's climbing the ladder. No, he climbed the ladder. This was the last step on the ladder. Being interim champion. What is he talking about here? This was again in the lead up to the Jones versus Stipe fight, because everyone was saying that Stipe doesn't deserve it and Tom deserves it. He's saying that he doesn't deserve anything as the interim champion. More disrespect. All right, then we have this. Questioning the injury that he said that he didn't do. He never questioned the injury, guys.
Champ Tom Aspinall. And what was your reaction to seeing that? And how's he doing physically right now?
Devastated. I was devastated.
Right?
When you're main event, and it's heating up, and it looks like it's going to be a really good fight, and then it ends with an eye poke, and that's how the fight ends. It's brutal. He's at home. He's recovering. And as soon as he's able to fight again, we'll book the rematch. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, we haven't heard that there's anything. He doesn't have detached retina. There's no damage to the eye.
There's no damage to the eye. Remember, never questioned the injury. Never said that he wasn't injured, guys. Listen, guys. There's no damage. There's no damage to the eye whatsoever.
So he should heal up soon, and we'll figure out when we can make the fight again.
Remember, never questioned the injury, but there's no damage to the eye though, and he should heal up soon. Idiot. And then we have this as well.
About the eye of Tom Aspinall and a potential rematch against Cyril Gane.
Do you have any updates about the eye of Tom Aspinall, and is there a rematch in the works?
Oh, Jesus, don't let me talk about Tom Aspinall's eye. Apparently he's going in for a second surgery, or just had it, and by surgery I mean injections.
Remember, guys, never questioned anything. He's just getting injections, and by surgery I mean just some injections. All right, don't ask me about anything. Just back him up, Dana. Back him up.
I have no idea.
Thank you, sir.
Get a quote from him. God fucking forbid I say something about it.
And then this is the Eddie Hearn thing, which we'll come on to in just a sec. But I just want to reiterate that Dana White said he never had a problem with Tom. He respects Tom. He likes Tom. Never questioned the injury. But in all those clips that I showed you, it shows the exact opposite of what he just said. That he doesn't respect Tom. He questioned the injury multiple times, and even questioned Tom for quitting in the fight. And he showed no respect to him whatsoever. He's just lying to Piers Morgan, but Piers Morgan doesn't do his research, so he doesn't pull up all these clips. Why didn't when Piers Morgan did the interview with Nick Fuentes, he had so many clips ready to go. This isn't hard to find. This took me 10 minutes to find, Dana. You could have found all this stuff. I mean, Piers, you could have found all this stuff in 10 minutes and presented it to him and said, well, if you respect him and you don't question the eye surgery and the injury, what did you mean by this clip? What did you mean by this clip? But it's just ridiculous. And then this is him talking about the Eddie Hearn thing. He says he has no issues with Eddie Hearn. Again. But the other week he was talking about, is there a bigger pussy than Eddie Hearn? I mean, really, guys. Is there a bigger pussy than Eddie Hearn in boxing? We're literally beating up babies here. We're literally beating up babies. The fucking pussy. Yeah, I don't mind Eddie Hearn. What do you mean you don't have a problem with him? You were calling him a pussy like last week.
Some surprising news earlier today. Tom Aspinall was signed with Eddie Hearn as a manager. You obviously have some issues with Eddie. What did you think about that news, and what do you make of that decision?
We don't have any issues with Eddie. They can get whoever they want to represent him. Tito Ortiz used to represent people, and we got it done.
Oh, he has no issues with Eddie, but he's the biggest pussy in boxing, and he's a baby, and he's this and that. It's crazy. Before we move on to this, just real quick, this is just going to be a brief thing. I hope all these clips really show that Dana White just lied in that Piers Morgan interview. He doesn't respect Tom. He doesn't like Tom, and he downplayed and questioned the injury multiple times. It's ridiculous. I don't know why he thinks we all have short-term memory, or maybe he does. Maybe he's got dementia. I don't know. But he's just a straight-up liar. And then we have this about the White House card.
You have said you're announcing the White House card this week. When exactly this week can we expect that announcement?
Saturday night.
Hell yeah. So during 326, we're going to be getting some White House announcements. Again, I don't think we should be going to the White House at all. I think it's ridiculous, and it's kind of like, where do your morals lie sort of thing. But if we're going, at least make it worthwhile. I think he said in an interview that there's 6 fights, or it's this one here.
Laid out right here on the whiteboard.
So you know who it is.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm staring at all 6 fights. We're scheduled to do 6 fights.
Are you looking at the names? Are you looking at the name John Jones as you stare at that whiteboard?
We were going to do 6 fights. I might actually do 7. I might add one more, but.
So 6 fights. Let's hope that they're all stacked. And he avoids the question of John Jones, which makes me think that he's on there. Alex versus John Jones at the White House for like an interim heavyweight belt, or maybe the vacant belt. Who knows? Either way, I'm excited to see what it is. It better be something good. It better make it worthwhile. But in a nutshell, Dana White's a liar. I mean, we already knew that Dana White was a big liar anyway. But all these clips really should prove this. He likes Tom. Never questioned the injury once. All just lies. All just lies. Like, I said one thing about he might be okay. That's not all you said then. He said a lot more shit that questioned Tom Aspinall and his integrity. And I proved it here today. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. Links are down below. Become a member, join the Discord. And until next time, I'll see you in a bit.